What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Paste Studio here in New York City. We are in Midtown, as always, broadcasting to you live from the Manhattan Center, and we are here right now with Saents.
Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Ooh, man, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming down. We've been really digging the EP that you guys put out back in November. The single Blood was just blowing it up.
Yeah.
But we're lucky enough right now we're going to hear some new songs today. Yeah? Like basically this is like all new stuff here at Paste.
Yeah, totally. I wanted to, I'm such a fan of these sessions anyway, and so it's really cool to be here and to be playing them with you guys. But, having these guys, I wanted to, put the new stuff out there through this, cool experience and the kind of fly by your pants version of it. I like to kind of put the pressure on the new songs, make them real.
Yeah, totally. Well, I'm really excited to hear some new material because basically we had the EP came out in November. There were 5 songs on that, and this is like a great opportunity to hear what's coming up next.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what we're going to start off with.
So this first song is Take You, and it actually, it comes definitely from the bluesier side of, especially of my solo stuff before, but it had kind of been floating around that riff for a long time, and with Saents, it definitely has taken on a new life kind of on me and lyrically. So, yeah, just excited to play it, and yeah, hope you dig it.
All right, cool.
Take you, place we only knew. Saved you with my whisper, yeah, like I always do. Watch you pick up your things, I heard he's killing me. But in my heart I'm glad you're freeing yourself from me. But babe, I've had this hand, the devil right beside me, no matter where I sit or stand. So carry on now till I say I'll change. Read my whiskey letters, don't worry about the pain. We standing up alone. Face a smile, tell the truth. When family's up and gone. Never said that I would go when I looked into your eyes. Baby, should've known all my hellos were goodbyes.
Guys, thank you so much. I mean, that's a killer riff, man. And I was, so when I was listening to the Saents EP, I mean, one thing that definitely seemed to come across was it seemed like a darker kind of a groove than some of your past solo work.
Yeah.
The last record came out 2016. It was called Oscura. And that gets me back into. I mean, you're a Texas guy.
Yeah, born in Texas.
And I've always sort of thought of you as being in that kind of Billy Gibbons, Johnny Winter kind of vein.
Yeah.
And it sounds like maybe these new songs, or at least that new song, maybe gets back in a little bit of that groove again?
Yeah, I mean, some of these, part of my songwriting, because it is dark,
Yeah.
lyrically, it's coming from a place of like quite a bit of struggle. And in the past, the way that I felt like I've kind of gotten away with that without making, like these super emo records, was with the arrangement and musicianship with the guys I'm playing with.
Yeah.
And I also, I think for me, that what's on the record is the representation of how it was written. But the performance is it's important to me to have it always be the honest thing for that time too. So, it can kind of, I've noticed the way the songs can change just on the day.
Yeah.
And kind of the attitude brought to it is pretty massive. I think that coming up, even on the acoustic songs, and especially the last one I'm going to play, the darkness is still there, and the heavier thing is going to very much still be there.
Yeah.
But like I said, it definitely has a lot to do with the attitude of the day.
And so is that something like, I know that that the EP and Blood specifically came from kind of a particular period in your life that you were addressing.
Yeah.
Is that something, because when you record a record like that and it's about a kind of period of your life and dealing with it, having a sort of cathartic element to it, and then you keep going in your career,
Yeah.
but that record still stands. You still play those songs. Do those songs, change for you? Does a meaning change for you?
It's really interesting that you bring that up, because I've been thinking about that a lot. Because really, in all honesty, every record that I've made, and especially the Saents record, we're addressing things that are heavy to me, and that like the elephant in the room is whether it's substance abuse or depression or these things that they make for great songs, but you have to be around to play them.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And so this, being kind of in the place I am now without going too out there with it, just being relatively happy for the first time in a really long time, it is kind of like a parallel universe, but it brings back those things, to right here in a way that I didn't really expect.
Yeah.
And it's something that, I don't take lightly, and that I to find the struggle to write is never going to be an issue. I just don't necessarily want to live in that.
Yeah.
If I can help it.
Yeah. I mean, that makes total sense. So we're going to do a couple more with Saents today and Rhett Smith. Tell me a little bit about what's coming up next for us.
This song, this addresses that head on. It's called To Death. And I mean, the chorus you'll hear for yourself, but it very much was a song that, it's been around a bit, not with the band. And so I'm excited to play it with the guys here for you.
Yeah, cool.
Let me switch some stuff around real quick. Oh yeah.
I'm not sure I've ever seen you with an acoustic guitar around your your neck. I mean, I know it must happen. It's just
it happens at home, and it kind of goes back to what we were talking about, where when you're in that place where things are rough, and to start playing these songs acoustic, I like the vulnerability of where I was even to write them was hard enough to put it out.
Yeah.
And so when you bring the acoustic into it, it's like then it's really even more so.
Yeah, you're exposed in a way.
Yeah. But it's nice. I enjoy the acoustic. All right, this one's called To Death.
Finally found the strength to death, find the sin. Go pretend it's not your name that's on my bread. Sold my soul, I've come for more. You who kept the rest, tonight I will try. Drink myself to death, I've been clean, I stayed me. Nothing like my dad. Wake up in a cold sweat, you're still the best I ever had. Round up your wagon, try and see if I still care. Buy another bottle, baby. Take the devil's dare, tonight I will try. Treat myself to death, find the sin. Go pretend it's not your name that's on my bread. Sold my soul, I've turned for more. You who kept the rest, tonight I will try. Drink myself to death. Hammer beals and slam the glass, the pain to get me through. Bar fights and lonely nights don't help the thought of you. Hoping that you're better, not sure you think of me at all. I know you won't pick up when there's no one left to call. Tonight I will try. Drink myself to death, find the sin. Go pretend it's not your name that's on my bread. Sold my soul, I've turned for more. You who kept the rest, tonight I will try. Treat myself to death.
Cool. Thank you.
Guys, thank you. So, we talked about some of the lyrical inspiration for these songs, both your own work and the work in Saents that's just sort of starting out. But, on the musical side, one thing I was thinking about listening to the record is it's back to that, it's that classic two-man setup.
Yeah, it
like
was.
huge guitar, huge drums. You don't really need anything else.
Yeah.
But looking at you, watching you play today, and thinking about some of the new songs that I'm hearing, I guess older songs that we're hearing for the first time.
Yeah.
Also, I wonder is that something that is Saents, or is it? It could be kind of any format. I mean, how do you feel about putting this music together going forward?
I mean, I kind of feel about it that there really is no difference to me. The Saents is a fresh start for myself, and I don't the limitations of starting a duo is I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And to write in that way. But at the end of the day, what was happening is that I felt like I was covering my own music that way, you know, and not to, the people that I work with in Saents, especially originally, they're amazing, and they're amazing musicians. But if it's going to be a duo, it has to be where we live or die by it. And it has to be that, like, whoever the other person is, it's everything. And it's hard to find that person, and especially with the intensity that kind of that brings with it.
Yeah.
And so moving forward, I've played Saents as a duo. I play with the guys like this when I get a chance. I just don't think in those terms too much about it, because I don't feel a difference whether it says Rhett Smith or Saents. It's just that was for me to really move forward with myself and not be emotionally dragged down by the previous kind of things that were going on.
So is this the name going forward?
Yeah, without a doubt, totally.
Yeah, this is the band for the future.
Yeah, and that's it. It is a band.
Yeah.
And it's important to me whether it's just me up here or whether it's with a 10-piece that is a band.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
and just like you saw today, like whenever we're playing, you know, bigger like stages, you know, it's big and it's dirty and it's that, but it's musically important to me to be able to, you know, have it kind of be clean sometimes too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and play him this way. I mean, man, you know, I say this a lot, and our regular listeners will know it. But I'm always talking to songwriters about how playing a song like this, with an acoustic guitar strapped around you, is how you know you have a song you want to play.
100%.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to, you know, that's how I write everything. It really is. And I hid behind, you know, some of the drive and the fuzzy tones for a long time. So it's not a minor thing for me to come play these songs this way, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't imagine doing it, you know, anywhere better than we're
cool, man.
rocking with Paste a little
Yeah,
bit.
man. Absolutely. It's the mountaintop right here. We're there.
No, you know, let's be
So we're gonna do. Rhett, you're gonna do one more for us. Tell me a little bit about this next song.
Yeah, this song is brand new all the way around. I wrote it 2 weeks ago. It's called More Than Bones, and you know, kind of getting back and moving back to the Southwest, and you know, in the process of moving to Austin and being back around my family in Texas and New Mexico, it kind of inspired some of get a little bit more on the country side.
Cool.
Yeah.
Country miles too wide to say that I knock it dead every day. The devil's tongue in my heart and hand, set out to find if I'm a better man. I am more than bones, and I'll walk where no man's known. I'm made of fire and dirt, thrown away hard as stone. This still feels hurt. I am more than bones. Running away like I've always done. Never think of who hurts when I always run. A dirt road tumbler in my heart and hand, set out to find if I'm a better man. I am more than bones, and I'll walk where no man's known. I'm made of fire and dirt, thrown away hard as stone. This still feels hurt. I am more than bones. Coming to ends that never meet, only can rely on my own 2 feet. Cause a bruised ego ain't nothing to me, confusing this prison with my need to feel free. I am more than bones, and I'll walk where no man's known. I'm made of fire and dirt, thrown away hard as stone. This still feels hurt. I am more than bones. The weight of God's hand is what lays on my chest. Furious redemption, oh, I can attest to the mercy, strength, and hope that left one side when a person like me no longer abides. I am more than bones, and I'll walk where no man's known. I'm made of fire and dirt, thrown away hard as stone. This still feels hurt. I am more than bones, and I'll walk where no man's known. I'm made of fire and dirt, thrown away hard as but still feels hurt. I am more than bones.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Rhett, thank you so much, man.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so that was 3 new songs by Saents. It's the band led by Rhett Smith here. The debut EP, which we did not hear anything from, but is a rockin' record.
Yeah.
Came out November 9th last year. Everyone definitely gonna check that out. The lead single "Blood" is killer. You can find out a lot more about Rhett and the band at Saents, which is Saents, saintsband.com. You can find all kinds of info and music and dates there. I know you had a New York date a couple nights ago here in the city. Anything coming up?
We played Mercury Lounge last night or on 2 nights ago. And then last night we were lucky enough to do some stuff with D'Angelico, who I know you guys are friends with.
Yeah.
And then we're putting stuff on the schedule now. So
all right,
the
cool.
website's where to find it for sure.
Yeah. Check back at saintsband.com and definitely go to all your favorite streaming services. Check out the debut self-titled EP by Saents. Came out a little bit, maybe a few months ago. Rhett, thank you so much, man,
really
for coming to Paste,
here.
playing in our studio for us today. Congrats on the new songs. We look forward to having them descend upon us in some kind of recorded form.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll come back and maybe make it a little heavier next time.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's rock.
Awesome.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.